Brain Boost presents 12 sneaky ways people are disrespecting you. You know that feeling when you think you're getting along with someone, but then they do something that really rubs you the wrong way? You can't quite figure out why, but their behavior feels disrespectful. It's not always clear if someone is rude or just having a bad day, but people don't always treat you as they should. And sometimes they might disrespect you without even realizing it. Still, that doesn't make it right. And when you feel disrespected repeatedly and don't address it, it can negatively affect your self-esteem, like you're powerless and unimportant. Let's look at some sneaky ways people might disrespect you so that you can stand up for yourself and ensure it doesn't happen again. Number 1. They don't show up when they say they will. This might not seem like a big deal initially, as being late isn't always intentional. People can get busy or caught up in something, and it can be hard to balance everything. But when someone is consistently late, it can become a pattern of disrespect and a major source of frustration. It can make you feel like they don't value your time or that they don't care about what you have going on in your life. And that's not okay. Number 2. Their attention is divided. When it comes to communication, it's important to be fully present in the moment. And one of the sneakiest ways people disrespect you is by not giving you their full attention. Instead of engaging in a productive conversation, they keep looking at their phone or get distracted by something. Either way, it's not cool. When someone doesn't give you their undivided attention, it can feel like they don't care about what you have to say, which is pretty much the worst way to make someone feel. Number 3. They give you backhanded compliments. Backhanded compliments are really quite interesting. On the surface, they seem harmless, but they are actually quite damaging to your self-esteem. For example, someone might say, "You look great for your age," which can come across as though you should feel bad about getting older. Or they might say something like, "Your social media profiles make you seem so fun," which implies that you are way less interesting in real life. Backhanded compliments are often delivered with an air of superiority and condescension, leaving you feeling belittled and worse about yourself. Number 4. They disregard your opinion. Whether at the workplace, in relationships, or in any other social setting, one subtle yet powerful way people disrespect you is by disregarding your opinion. By doing so, they're essentially saying that they don't think you're important enough to consider, making you feel small and insignificant. Of course, not everyone will agree with you, and disagreement doesn't necessarily mean disrespect. However, it is not okay if someone completely disregards your opinion simply because it differs from theirs. Number 5. They interrupt and talk over you. You've surely been on the receiving end of this behavior. You're conversing with someone, and you're halfway through a sentence, when the other person interrupts you. They cut you off or start talking over you. This implies that whatever they have to say is more important than what you are saying. Sure, they may not do it on purpose. Maybe they're just excited and can't wait to get their point across. Or they think they know what you're going to say. But whatever the reason, interrupting is disrespectful nonetheless. Number 6. They make sly, indirect remarks. Have you ever been in a situation where someone has said something you're unsure of, but you knew it was meant as a slight? You can tell by the tone of their voice or body language that they muttered something disrespectful, but they won't say it to your face. And if you ask them to clarify what they said, they quickly respond with, "Oh, nothing." This type of passive-aggressive behavior is one of the sneakiest and most disrespectful ways of treating someone, and it can be a really uncomfortable and confusing experience. Number 7. They make fun of your interests or hobbies. You've got hobbies and interests, and you're proud of them. Maybe you love knitting or have a thing for space travel. Perhaps you're always up on the latest news about your favorite sports team, or you can't wait to get home each day so you can read your favorite books. But sometimes, people don't respect that. If someone is making fun of your interests or hobbies, it's probably because they feel threatened by what you love. So they want to make themselves seem more important than you in order to feel better about themselves. Or maybe they don't think that what you're doing is valuable, so they try to make it seem less important than something they're into. Whatever the reason, this kind of behavior is disrespectful. Number 8. They take credit for your ideas or work. This can happen in any workplace, but it can be especially prevalent in creative fields where ideas are often more important than execution. And if you're like most people and like to be recognized for your accomplishments, watching someone else take credit for your hard work can be infuriating, and rightfully so. It's not only disrespectful, but also unethical. Number 9. They pressure you to do things. When it comes to respect, we must recognize the importance of boundaries. Unfortunately, some people don't understand this concept and don't take no for an answer. Instead, they attempt to pressure you into doing things you don't really want to do. This can take many forms, from making you feel like you owe them something to trying to guilt trip you into agreeing with them. Whether it's going somewhere or making a large purchase, if someone is pressuring you to do something, they simply don't respect your boundaries. Number 10. They don't give you the same courtesy they give to others. People who disrespect you often do it by treating you differently than they treat others. For example, they openly talk about you when you're in the room, or they make it a point not to include you in conversations. Perhaps they're always short and dismissive with you but treat everyone else like royalty. This could be a sign that they actually think less of you, even though they may not realize it themselves. Number 11. They don't return your calls or texts. This is so frustrating. You're trying to send a quick text, or maybe you've been trying to reach someone for days, and they just don't bother to respond. It's disrespectful because it's inconsiderate. It means that this person doesn't care enough about you to reply to your messages or return your calls. Not only does it seem like they're just brushing you off, but it can feel like they don't value your relationship or interaction. Number 12. They gossip about you. Gossiping is a sneaky way people can disrespect you. With the surge of social media, it is easier than ever for people to spread rumors and gossip. This can quickly spiral out of control and create a false narrative that can be hard to shake off. Not only is gossiping disrespectful, but it can also damage your reputation and relationships. People who engage in this behavior may be passing on inaccurate or exaggerated information, making it hard for you to defend yourself. Even if the gossip is true, it can be taken out of context and spread further than it should, creating an undeserved negative impression about you. All in all, it's important to remember that no matter how someone might disrespect you, you don't have to take it. You are in control of how you react, and it's best to stand up for yourself. On the same note, it's equally important to take a step back and ask yourself if you're contributing to the problem. Are you engaging in any of these types of behaviors yourself? If so, it's time to be more mindful of your words and actions. Working on your behavior can help create a positive shift in the way people treat you as well. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.